So I'm sure you guys have heard of the talking head framework, right? So talking head framework is a very simple concept that there's a lot of minute details that you can add in to really increase the chances of virality. Okay, so I'm sure you guys have seen what talking head framework looks like. People like Sushi Bros and Lord Trunks. These names, like people are doing this and they're making it work. Okay, simply the concept is you sit down in front of the camera, or you don't even have to sit down. You just pull out the camera, right, and you yap about one certain topic for about a minute. Okay. And it sounds very simple. We all present it in our reels as a really simple concept, but when it comes down to the implementation, there are some things you guys want to keep in mind. All right. So one is the hook. Okay. The hook is by far the most important. Let me see. Can I draw in here? I want to draw. Okay. No, I need something thicker. Where's the brush? Okay. Brushes. Yes. All right. Hook. All right. So the hook is by far the most important aspect of any of your videos. Okay. And, a lot of people talk about like the scripting and the editing and, the copywriting sometimes. Those are all very important aspects of content. But reality is, if you can't get people to watch your videos, then if you can't get people to stay past like 3 seconds, which is like the average scroll time, or it's more like 2 seconds nowadays, I feel like, then you're done. Okay. So how can you hook people in if you're just talking to the camera? Okay. This is a question I get all the time. It's like, bro, like, how is this even possible? Like, how can I even hook people in if I'm literally the entertainment, right? If I'm doing like some kind of skit, then like something else is entertainment. But with talking head videos, bro, you are the entertainment yourself. So in order for any piece of content to go viral, right, it needs 3 different kinds of emotion, right? It needs to attack 3 different points. All right. One of them is going to be awe. One of them is going to be humor. And one is controversy. And I kind of like this pen thing. 1 second. Okay. So, simple framework. If you want a piece to go viral, it has to either be awe-inspiring. Okay, it's got to either have some humor involved, or it's got to be controversial. Okay. In order to attack one of these 3 things, it's all about how you present yourself in your talking head video. Okay. So an example of an inspiring talking head video, you see a lot of these people probably like flexing their cash, right? Like on videos. That would be an example of like okay, because people are like, man, how did you make that money? Okay, I'm not saying you should do that. There are other ways you can inspire awe in your audience. Could be where you're at. Okay, visuals is a massive thing, like your location setting. That's a big thing. You don't necessarily have to sit down at your studio in your desk. One important thing to realize too, I've seen what I've learned from my other mentors as well, is that, bro, content creators who are on the move do the best, dude. It's got to be integrated with your lifestyle. Okay. If you can integrate personal branding and just making content with your everyday life, bro, people will see that and they'll resonate much more with you. Okay. This is something I've even struggled with, is like just getting out of my studio to film. All right. But for some reason, my studio videos do really well as well. So I think it's just about the stuff I say. But what you guys can take away from this is that if you can just integrate content creation and building a personal brand into your everyday life, then people will acknowledge that and people will appreciate that. Okay. Most people are super scared to go out and turn on the camera in a location that isn't their little bedroom that they're comfortable with. Right. People are so scared of doing that, which is why when you see someone just like vlogging or something like on like in the city or something, you're like, okay, this is different. And it's automatically just a change, right? Because they're not just in their home. Okay. So That's one thing to keep in mind. Humor, you can induce humor by simply what you're talking about, your speech. You can use well, one thing I like to do is make pop culture references. So this is a massive way to make the piece of content more relatable. All right, I'll just put it right here. Pop culture, because the thing is, with a talking head video, right, you gotta like be able to relate with the audience as quick as possible. And the best way to do that is by just suddenly just referencing like something they would relate with, like PS5 or something. If I just mentioned like PS5, then suddenly people are like, oh, I know what that is. Like that's not normal. He's not just talking about mindset, grind. Yeah, you got this, bro. No, it's like turn off your PS5. Oh, whoa. I have a PS5. Like I was literally just playing it. And they're like, okay. So it's different, right? It's striking them at a certain, emotional level. Okay, and you can do this with other references as well. For example, I just made this hilarious post. I just filmed it yesterday. I was like, I think I think the average vapor, people who vape in Las Vegas, they look like a Shrek, or they look like Santa with like over 20 pounds overweight, right? Like the most stupid concept ever. But the thing is, that's what people relate to. They're like, "Oh, I know who Santa is. I know who Shrek is," and that's different, dude. They don't hear that in their normal, everyday, motivational piece of content of someone talking to the screen, right? When are you going to hear that reference made? Like, never. Okay, that's why it goes crazy viral. Okay, same with the post that I made that hit 1.3 million views, dude. This one piece of content, the reason why I went viral is because I made this culture references. I mentioned smoking, right? I mentioned like the idea of chasing girls and stuff, and I made it as relatable as possible. Okay, and that's what hooks people in. Okay, people are bored of just watching artificial scripted videos nowadays. That's the reason why this type of content works. Okay, and it works so well to get you virality simply because no one is really doing it, dude. Like Instagram, every action has equal and opposite reaction, right? Newton's third law. And that's literally what's happened with Instagram. So at the beginning, stuff was super authentic. People had no idea how to film stuff. They're just like, oh, what's going on? And then the more sophisticated like editing technology and just like the competition got, people started perfecting their content and started making it look super good. Like the quality just went sky high. They got perfect, like visuals and edits and everything. And it created a lot of value there. Like a lot of people jumped on that train. But the thing is, it's created a gap now in the market where if you can just be super authentic, dude, and still provide value just as yourself, right? Then, dude, there's so much potential to go viral, dude. That's why a month ago, bro, like even though I was at like 1,000, I was like 1,000 followers, okay? I was making this artificial looking content, okay? I'd sit in front of the camera with the script in mind, right? I had everything was like vertical, and I had an idea of how I wanted to edit the video as well. So I'll sit down, I'll say the script, and bro, if you look at me, bro, I look like a robot, dude, like sitting there and just like yapping whatever I was supposed to talk about. Okay. So you don't have to do that. I also found doing that style, that artificial style, if you're not the best and you don't have a team behind you, that it's actually like harder, dude. It's actually stressful because you got to make sure, you're doing your best possible. Okay. Once you relieve that barrier to entry and you're just like, yo, I don't care what I put on social media, then dude, it relieves yourself like 10 times, bro. It makes it so easy to post content and so easy to push out stuff. That's why, like, I don't understand. And now people are, I do understand, but I look at people who have a hard time posting content. I'm like, bro, it's because you're doing it all wrong, right? It shouldn't be hard. It should be super easy. It is hard because you're putting on an artificial personality. Okay, you're changing how you do things just to fit and just to fit into social media. Okay, like for example, I was just working with someone recently, and they're like, hey, no, I don't want to do this talking head video. I don't feel like I fit in at all, right? It feels weird, and I'm like, exactly. Exactly. That's the whole point of talking head, and that's the whole point of why it goes viral. Is because you don't fit in, dude. You catch people's attention when they're scrolling because they're scrolling all these meme videos or what do you call it? Like these tips and training videos with all like crazy edits and transitions, and then suddenly you just have this guy here who has these cool glasses or whatever, and he's just yapping about how he made 10 grand from TikTok or whatever. Okay, it's a totally switch in really the just switching and what they're seeing. Okay, and that's what makes it go viral, dude. That's why it's insanely powerful. The talking head framework is insanely powerful. That's why even if you guys don't want to, let's say you have personal brands right now and you're like, should I transition to talking head, bro? It's not like a matter of should you or not. If you don't want to take over your personal brand with those talking head videos, you can make another personal brand, dude. There's nothing that says you can only make one account with your face on it, dude. Like for example, my friend Tyler, dude, he's created like 4 or 5 like personal brands just testing out different like talking head videos. Like he did one about like Christianity, right? He would just yap about, like his knowledge of Christianity. There's one he did just like for MRR, like master resale rights and stuff. One for like window cleaning business that he had. Dude, there's nothing restraining you from just making as many Instagram accounts as you want. Okay.
I got a
And
question.
to see if it works, none of your family or friends will see you unless you go crazy viral, which is the whole point, right? So, which is it's kind of funny. I was at my church
Yeah, hello.
early, a few weeks ago, and they're like, "Yo, I actually saw you on my feed," like because that video went so crazy viral, is being shared like insanely hard. Um, anyway, so that's why, guys, like the song framework, if you can implement it, will totally change your personal brand game. It'll relieve all the pressure you're feeling from creating content. Is super easy, and I'll dive into exactly how you can get started in a second. Even though I have a lot of training on that, I'll make it applicable for you guys. One thing to realize, hate. So we should talk a little bit about hate.
Yeah, hello.
How does hate work, and how should you respond to hate? So, what's the first response most people get? They're like, "Oh, I'm getting hate. Okay, I need to change something. People don't like my content." What you got to evaluate first of all is what kind of hate you're getting. So, are you getting hate from that Instagram account with that anime profile that has 2 followers and only reposted meme clips and stuff? No. If you are, then you know you're doing something right. Okay, because you're ticking off the right type of people. You're ticking off people who don't relate with your message, right? And it's actually a good thing, dude. If you're not getting hate, bro, from talking head videos or even any type of content, if you're not getting hate from people below, then you're doing something wrong. Because why do people hate? People hate on you because they see that you're doing something that they wish they could achieve. Okay, they're like, "Oh, the content looks so cringy." Well, have you posted any content? No, I'm too scared to. That's how it works, simply. So hate is super important, all right, because it'll tell you that you're doing something right. Whereas if you're getting like constructive hate, like constructive feedback from someone who's ahead of you, then that's something to evaluate and actually start implementing whatever they're telling you to do, because a lot of times it could be useful. But 99% of the time, dude, hate always comes from below. Hate always comes from below, dude, which is why it's not ever a problem. Hate is never a problem. In fact, look, I'll even show you guys right here. This is actually the craziest thing. This is a genius thing I learned from somebody. I just saw some reel. I was like, all right, take an envelope, right? Print out all your hate comments. Or like print out a bunch of hate comments. Okay. Put them all in an envelope. All right, you guys could take notes from this. This is actually be funny. You guys can start doing the same thing. Put them all in an envelope, right? And now you have this, like I called it infinite motivation because it is, bro. It's this envelope that you pick out whenever you're feeling unmotivated or whenever you're being lazy. Dude, pick out one of the comments, bro, and then bam. you're literally back on track. For example, let me pick out a random one. All right, look at this one. Okay, this guy looks like he smokes weed, but nah, you're just weak sauce. Okay, 1 week ago, this was a random comment on that viral video. So it's not like I care about what they're saying. Okay, I'm taking it as motivation I can use to go even harder at whatever I'm doing. So, bro, imagine if one of the haters saw this video. That'd be hilarious. Okay. Anyway, that's a simple practice you guys can do. If you're not getting enough hate, then to make one of those envelopes, then you need to change something up, or you need to start pushing out more content. Okay. No, that's okay. If you're not getting hate right now, you're probably not doing talking head videos. Because if you're doing like faceless stuff, then you probably won't get any hate because people just can't point out anything wrong usually. So that's why, guys, test out the talking head framework. Test out how it works for you, bro. I guarantee if you try the strategy out for 2 months, okay, in less than 2 months, you're guaranteed to hit at least 1,000 followers, dude. Like 1,000 followers minimum, bro. If you're constantly evaluating, right? 1 to 2 posts every single day, it's super easy to do. You sit down with a camera, right? You talk, you film about 10 to 15 pieces, okay? You just write down like 30 to 40 hooks, like in your Google Docs or anywhere. You can record down in like a notebook or something. Simply write down those hooks, then record, okay? Press record. Talk about one of the hooks, okay? You read the hook to get people in first like 3 seconds or 4 or 5 seconds, and then bam, you just yap for like 30, 40, 50 seconds about that hook, about that topic, and then bam. And it's not like, bro, I'm telling you what to do exactly. The nice thing about this formula and this framework is that you are free to do pretty much anything you want, bro. You can talk about any topic. All right. You can talk as much about like how to season your eggs. Okay. You can how to season your eggs, like how you like reading books and stuff, like how you even play your games, dude. You can talk about anything. And if it sounds weird, that's probably what's going to go viral the most. Okay. A lot of people will go down the route saying, like, oh, everyone's doing like motivational videos and like like trying to motivate the audience. And that's what I'm going to do, right? That doesn't necessarily mean it'll work, okay? You just got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you love, okay? This is where following your passion is actually true, because most of the time your passion is actually more unique than what you think you should be doing, which is like the motivational mindset, that type thing. And I found that kind of works for me because I'm actually very passionate about that. So I can yap about mindset and motivation for a long time. Right. And since I do have some pretty strong opinions about it, it works. Right. But you should simply pick the topic that you can talk the longest about, just straight, like 30 minutes. Sit down with the camera, just talk 30 minutes straight. Don't post it. Right. You can do this with your phone. You can do this with your phone, just record 30 minutes. All right. Of you just yapping about that, dude. This could be basketball, it could be tennis, it could be like photography, it could be, editing, like video editing too. It could be anything, bro. As long as you can talk a lot about it and you know that you are proficient enough in that skill, in that niche, so that you have your own opinions about it. Because let's say pick any skill that you are really good at, right? For me, it's going to be like table tennis a little bit. I'm not that great right now because I haven't practiced in a while. But table tennis, I'm decent at table tennis, okay? Like I did it professionally, played in some tournaments. And just because I'm above average, right, has induced my own opinions on how I should play it. Right now, since I know I'm better than some people, I'm going to be telling them what things they're doing wrong. Okay. Same with, let's say you're a video editor, right, or a copywriter. Okay. If you're proficient enough in that skill, then you're going to be telling people what they're doing wrong about that skill. You're going to say, hey, no, you weren't supposed to add that subject. That subject is terrible. It's going to land in the trash bin, right? The trash or the sponsor promotions tab or whatever in the email. Okay. Boom. Just because you are above average or you know what you're talking about, it gives you your own opinion. So as soon as you stop conforming to the average, to the census, right? Then boom, you have your own opinions that you can yap about, and that's what's going to make you go viral. Okay. A lot of people say, oh yeah, copy people, copy people. Copying people works, dude, and it actually works really well if you're like taking hooks and taking concepts, but in the end, dude, what's going to set you apart, what's going to actually give you a following and give you big numbers, bro, is having your own unique concept and your own unique side of doing things. Okay. Because remember, you'll only grow as big as you deserve. Okay. You'll only grow as big as Instagram and the world says you should have blank so many followers. Okay. That's simply how it works, dude. You don't see someone with 1 million followers who is like who didn't work to get there, or like unless they bought it, right? It's like you see someone with 1 million followers, and you're always like, yeah, okay, that's understandable. They have that many followers. Or you see someone with 200 followers, and you're like, yeah, no, that's understandable why they're at that following. Okay, guys, this is simply how Instagram works, and it's the easiest way of looking at things, right? Content is going to be your one indicator of how many followers you deserve. Okay. So look at your content right now and don't look at the followers. Okay. And just look at the content. Say, all right, do I deserve how many followers do I deserve? Okay. This sounds like a stupid concept, but it's actually so true, dude. It's going to tell you exactly like as a neutral spectator of your page, bro. You're going to be able to evaluate like, dude, yeah, no, I don't actually deserve like so many followers, dude. So many people are like, man, I want to like hit 50K followers, like I want to hit 10K followers when they're pushing out this content that obviously doesn't deserve it, dude. And they know it too. They're like, this could not go viral, bro. When I compare it to like Mr. Beast videos, like there's a reason why he has so many views. It's because literally the quality of content, right? So evaluate this, dude. Look at your content and say, like, all right, do I actually deserve this many followers that I'm after, right? And if I don't deserve it, then bro, I gotta change some things. All right, something's gotta change. Easy example is like with talking head videos. Okay, let's say you go consistent at talking head for like 2 weeks. Okay, you push out 20 pieces of content on your page. That is enough to reevaluate to see whether or not you go viral. Okay, if you haven't gone viral already in 2 weeks. Okay, you're going to be able to look at your 20 pieces of content, watch each one briefly, and give it to your maybe friends and family, or may not your family. Maybe just you can share on the Discord. Share your page on the Discord, dude. This is what we're here for. We're here to give feedback. We're here to help each other out. Okay. Now, post it on the Discord. Get bro. Get people to say like, what's your first impression? Like, what do you think of as soon as you see my page? Like, are you like, oh, this dude could have like 100K followers? Or you're like, nah, dude, this guy's like, he's worth 1,000 followers. Okay, he's worth like 1,000 views per video. Okay. This is going to help you so much, bro, because it's going to tell you what to change about your personal brand. Okay. Also, one thing to mention, dude, views are not necessarily the one indicator of success. Dude, like I remember back when I was starting my personal brand, I had like 400, 500 followers, right? I was posting videos. They were each getting like 2,000 to 3,000 views, dude, each video. They're all like motivational, like 7-second reels. Some were like longer. Some even had like the viral AI voice that I was using to get leads. And bro, like I'd have videos with like 100 call to actions, like 100 people would comment on the video. But bro, that's not an indicator of success necessarily, because I was not making any money from it. I was growing super slowly still. So I also see, these like kids, bro, like they're pushing out like this motivational content and they're getting like a lot of views, but it's not converting into followers. It's not making the money. It's not doing anything. So that's why, bro, like some of these metrics that people use is dangerous. You got to be careful on what you use to evaluate your personal brand. Okay. So with that said, bro, get started, start posting your results on the Discord, and I would love to help you out. Okay. I'd love to help you guys out for free in whatever way I can. Okay. I'm usually hovering over the Discord a few times a day, and I'm constantly pushing out free value. Okay. I'm going to be filming some more content for Level Up Bootcamp. You can see there's a lot of pieces inside there that haven't been released yet. They all say coming soon, right? For the Affiliate Marketing Academy, for the Personal Branding Academy and stuff. Dude, this stuff that's going to come out, bro, is going to be fire. So everything about the Affiliate Marketing Academy, if you guys don't know, actually, let me just go into it right here. You guys can see the exclusive back end. Okay, this is what it looks like on the back end. So you can see Affiliate Marketing Academy right here. We got how to pick your niche and find a product to sell, right? This academy is all going to be about monetizing your audience. So if you guys haven't watched the Personal Branding Academy, it looks scary, it looks big, but in reality, dude, if you speed it up 1.5 times, each of these videos is like 30 minutes or less. So I recommend, dude, just speed through all those videos, get them all over with. Make sure you're taking notes because there's some fire value in there, dude. And this is all you need to get started with a talking head personal brand, or not even talking head, dude. You can really pick whatever strategy you want. I also teach how to make the motivational videos, like the short, well, I call them pain, story, dream videos, right? They either relate to like a shared pain you have with your audience, like your story, or like a shared dream. Okay. So I also teach how to film one of those, how to edit it. That's in step 3. Okay. All this stuff, dude, is insanely valuable, bro. Like I recommend going through that because remember, we're only going to be doing one of these live calls every 2 weeks because after starting like another community, Guanchi, I just realized like live calls, people are kind of bored of live calls, dude. Like no one really cares too much because people don't like to show up.
You
Most
have a
of the time.
question?
People don't like to show up to the business. Yeah. What was that? I heard a question.
Oh yeah. So basically, I tried the I forgot what it's called. It's Talking Face, and like I've been getting less interactions compared to when I do like another type of format. I It's on Discord. I posted it. Can you just like check it out? Because like I'm just curious because I've been getting more interaction for my other like type of content, but I've been getting I'm asking you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. Definitely. No, I'll definitely check it out. One thing to keep in mind, you're always going to get more views on like a motivational video, pretty much, until you go viral with your talking head videos. Because like no matter how cool, doing talking head video sounds, bro, like you'll really only start picking up the views once, one of them shoots off and you start building your following. The idea though, the concept or the goal is to get that one video to blow up. That's the whole point, bro. Like when I was creating the talking head videos, dude, they were each getting like 500 views each video. And then randomly one blew up over 1 million views. And now I average more like 5,000 views. Okay. So that's the thing. Like they're always going to average lower at the beginning, which is totally fine. Okay. Which is totally fine. What you're doing is getting your opinion out there and you're solidifying your opinions like on your personal brand. Okay. That's
Fair
the whole
enough.
point of talking heads. So that's why don't be discouraged if you post a talking head, it gets 300 views, and then you post a 5-second motivational video and it gets 5,000. Okay. That's just what's going to happen. But in reality is, dude, the views don't really matter because those talking head videos are nurturing your audience 10 times more than what any motivational piece of content can do. Just for example, bro, if you go onto a page, you see one video of me talking to the camera for 1 minute straight, okay, like about my story, my history. I'm like, yo, what's up, guys? My name is Josh. I used to be a laser tag ref. Like back then, I was dealing with hundreds of kids, like blah blah blah, all this stuff. Compared to you go onto this page, you see one motivational video that's like That's like the time one, like how much time you got in a day. Oh, you got like 34 hours, like you do 40 hours for work. You still have time to start a business. Like, okay, which one's going to have more views, first of all? Obviously, the motivational one is going to have more views. Probably not blow up, but it's going to probably have like 1,000, 2,000 views. Whereas the talking head video is going to probably have like 200, 300. Okay. But those views, dude, there's such thing as quality of views, right? The quality of views on that talking head video, dude, is 10 times better than that motivational piece. Okay. Let me just put this concept down right here. Oh, you have a question, Harry?
Oh yeah, sorry, I already said it, but yeah, it's like not motivational, but basically I start off with a hook and then I do different camera angles. So like if I was self-improvement, I'll say I'll do a hook and then I'll talk about self-improvement and then I'll constantly change camera angles. And then that got me better like retention compared to when I'll just sit there on the camera and just talk. Like that's why I'm asking you, which one do you think is better?
Dude, that works. If you have multiple cameras to do that, then yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I just get like different angles to film. But
oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, dude,
yeah,
that works, bro. Whatever is getting you the most engagement, you're not compromising on the whole idea, then yeah, dude, go for it. Um, it's not a very efficient way of doing this. We create a new one. Okay. Um, yeah, Harry. Just go ahead, just keep consistent with that, and I'll check out the posts and see how you're doing.
yeah.
Um,
I just
okay.
sent the link because I don't know what type of video format is just better overall because when I did because both of them are like the same niche but they're different type of like one's more like a real talk while the other one is like more like you get a hook then get the information then follow for more. Do you get what I mean? Well, I'll
Yeah.
send you the link so you can just take a look on Discord.
Um, definitely, dude. Yeah, the views you'll be getting on the talking in videos will definitely be less. But the virality potential is much higher if you just keep evaluating, right? Let me see. This one will be have like an Andrew Tate. Drawing an Andrew Tate. Big muscles. Okay, this is really bad. Okay. All right. All right, we got Andrew Tate here. This motivational video has 2,000 views. Let's say that. Okay. So this is something I had to accept when I started transitioning my personal brand. Okay, if you see mine right now and you scroll down on the reels, dude, I was posting motivational pieces of content literally since like October, bro. And a lot of them they're getting like good views, dude. They never blew up, but they got good views. The one that had the most views, it's like 24,000 views for a motivational piece, but they were averaging like 2,000 every time. Okay. And I did that, dude. I posted probably about 400 pieces of motivational content, okay? And that got me to like 800 like 1,800 followers or like no, it was like 1,500, okay? Bro, like when I look at that, I'm like, why would I go that easy route and just make motivational videos if I could start doing talking head videos in 1 month, dude? They're averaging like 400 views each video. I definitely didn't have a framework like I'm teaching you guys right now to follow. I was literally just I was doing it in vertical view too, right? I was like doing this. I had no cool lighting. I didn't know how to make the lighting look good. It wasn't like dark aesthetic, right? It wasn't dark. It was all like bright and like blah blah blah. It's kind of weird. And I didn't really know what I was talking about too. But I was doing that for like a dozen videos, probably. I grew a few, maybe like 100 followers or something from doing that. They're each getting like 400, 500 views. And then I started implementing like some different tactics. Okay. One thing I did, you guys might want to try this out. I don't know why it works, but it does, is doing it in vertical view and horizontal view. So this is probably like another controversial topic. People are going to be like, no, it's Instagram, film in vertical view. Okay, well, when I was filming in vertical view, I was getting 500 views per video, and as soon as I started doing a horizontal, dude, they skyrocketed, right? I had real blow up. Because I don't know, it's something about it looks viral. Like, doesn't it just look viral when it's in horizontal view? It's like, it looks different, right? It's standing out from the crowd, okay? That's what I see a lot of people doing. It's working really well. Another thing I started implementing was the dark aesthetic. So I'm sure you guys know what that is. It's instead of making everything super bright, you put on like a dark filter and it makes it a little more cinematic looking. I like increase the temperature of the video in the post processing, just a little saturation as well to make it look a little cleaner, a little more cinematic. And that really helped as well. I made it really dark, like bro, like it was super dark. Um, let's see. Another thing I started implementing was stronger hooks too. So you need hooks that will be controversial. Okay, there's no way around it. Okay, the thing is, you gotta accept the reality that, like, bro, starting a personal brand, the whole point of making content is to go viral, pretty much, or make money if you have a solid high ticket offer, which you can do with the virality conversion formula, which I'll teach some other time. But in this call, we'll talk about just virality. Okay, so the whole point is going viral. What is virality? Okay, going viral is simply getting attention. Okay, it's getting attention, and the simplest way to get attention nowadays, what you have to do is stand out. Okay, because attention is simply not the norm. That's why you get eyeballs on you. It's because you're different. Okay. But a lot of people do go into personal branding. They're like, I want to go viral, but they don't want to stand out from the crowd at all. They're like, I just want to be like everyone else. Oh, well, you're not going viral then, dude. You've got to accept the reality that you're your own individual with your own set of opinions and that you're going to go out there and build a following of people who resonate with your message. You're not sitting down repeating Iman Gadzi quotes, okay, and expecting that to go crazy viral, okay, because you're simply replicating someone else's success, which in terms of a personal brand doesn't work, okay. You can always follow the concepts like how Iman Gadzi went viral, right? He provide crazy fire value in long form YouTube videos, but the real thing that made him go viral, dude, was you had to understand it wasn't the exact quotes he was saying. It was that he was following his own, he built his own personality online. And that's the concept you can take away from him. That's what you can steal from him. The same with Andrew Tate. Okay. Andrew Tate goes crazy viral a couple years ago. And most people are going to say, oh, how did he go viral? Okay, well, I want to be viral like Andrew Tate. So I'm going to go repeat his quotes. I'm going to say, "Oh, smoke weed, smoke," or like whatever. Or he said, "Oh, vape," right? Or whatever, whatever he says. Okay. That isn't how you're gonna. That's not the right way to replicate his success. Okay, you replicate his success by doing what he did for yourself. Okay, which was building an online personality that had its own set of standards. It has its own moral boundaries. Like his personality had a certain way of doing things, certain opinions that he stuck to that he didn't back down from. Okay, that is the concept you can take from Andrew Tate that actually works. Okay, it's not what he's teaching you to do necessarily, it's doing what he does, dude. This is like literally the biggest concept people get wrong so hard. They see all these like cult leaders, all these like big influencers, and they're like, oh yeah, I gotta buy up all their courses because they're doing something right. So I gotta learn what they're telling me, right? They're gonna learn what they're teaching. Bro, the best, bro, like you look at like Albert Einstein or like Abraham Lincoln, you're like, all right, how do I replicate their success? Okay, I'm going to learn about what they did to achieve that success. Not they're not first thing is going to be like, oh, what are they advertising in their product, right? What are they posting on social media? No, it's simply what did they do? What were the actions they did to make that success? Okay. With Andrew Tate, dude, it was building businesses. It was launching Hustlers University, dude. That's now making him like I think it's his mainstream income. He's making like probably like 15 million a month or something from the subscription there. Dude, all these people are telling you to do different things, right? Imagazi tells you to start an agency, but what is he doing? He started an agency that made him a lot of money in the beginning, but guess what he's doing now? Now he's selling a digital product, okay? What is Bashar doing? He tells you how to do Amazon FBA, right? He used to do Amazon FBA. He quit that, and now what he's doing is selling a course on how to do it or coaching, whatever. Same with Razvan. What was that?
Is digital product like selling a course or something?
Yeah, selling courses. I'm not sure. I don't think I understood what he said. Sorry, it's real quiet. But yeah, dude, like everyone is selling courses now, and it's not saying that you got to go sell a course, okay? Because remember, that would be delusional, okay? If I was just like, oh yeah, Entertain selling a course, like even Godzi selling a course, like all these people are selling a course, so you got to too. No, that's not how you should come to that conclusion, okay? They're doing it for a reason. It's because they've made something work that they can teach. Okay. Now I know this is a wild concept. No one's talking about this. Everyone trying to sell courses is saying, "Oh, yeah, buy my course because drop shipping is dead, SMA is dead." But start this new business model. They start this new business model, bro. Everyone's doing the same thing. What you gotta do is start doing what they're doing instead. So hustle, try out different things, make something work. Then you can build a digital product around that and sell it. Okay, that's how you're going to monetize it. But if you're a beginner, you haven't made something crazy successful work yet, then there is an opportunity for you to start leveraging a strategy called affiliate marketing. I'm not going to sell you a course on this because it's simply a concept that I started with that I was able to hit my first $1,000 or month. So affiliate marketing is essentially when you find a product that someone else has created that you can resell for a commission of that product. So, for example, the greatest opportunity for affiliate marketing is what I've seen is the internet income system. All right, if you guys saw the pregame, Chris Record, right, the rapper dude, he's affiliated with Jeff Long. They both are creating this massive affiliate system called the internet income system. Okay, this system, bro, has paid out over $1 million in commission in the last 6 months, literally in the pre-launch, dude. And it's down right now. You cannot even join it. It's that exclusive. Okay, they're still in construction, basically. They're fixing it up. They had like some legal issues. It's just funny. But that's what I've seen, dude. I picked that up. That was part of my journey. That's where I got to where I am now. That's how I made my first $1,000 was literally through the internet income system. So you can't join right now, sad. But there are opportunities like that. You can also use websites like Digistore, 24. You can use websites like copecart.com. They all are like affiliate product banks. So you can look up like a certain topic. Let's say your theme page or something is about like fitness or something. You can, or your personal brand. Okay. You can look up on Digistore 24 like fitness products. Okay. And then it'll give you all these products, dude, that are commissionable. Okay, they're all commissionable. You can pick one of the products to get a special link, okay, that you can paste in your personal brand that you can send people through there, and you can make money that way. It's literally the fastest way to monetize a personal brand. You don't have to create any infrastructure. You don't have to create any courses. You don't have to film anything. You don't have to set up the funnels. Or actually, you probably do want to set up your own custom funnel for your audience, but you don't have to in a way. So you can just have the product linked directly. So affiliate marketing is like the easiest way to get started because you're leveraging someone else's credibility. For example, if you're promoting the internet income system, which used to pay 100% commission, which is insane. That's how I made quite a bit of money with that. But dude, I was leveraging Chris Record's credibility. He's like multimillionaire. He's made like $50 million in digital marketing and stuff. And I simply just leveraged his credibility in order to sell the program that made me money. Okay. That's what's so powerful about affiliate marketing. You don't need to have some kind of big skill behind you. Okay. You didn't need to have to make $10 million at drop shipping or at an agency in order to make money. Okay. which is why it's so powerful. So that's why I'm going to be filming some training on how to do affiliate marketing in the Level Up Bootcamp. But we are over time right now, and I got stuff to do. I think I got like another doctor appointment coming up. So we're going to end it right now. Do any of you guys have any questions for me before we close this off?
Yeah, I got a quick one.
Yeah, go for it.
For selling digital products, obviously you think we should sell the digital product if we have like a high audience. So, because like you can't really sell a product if you don't have a high audience, right? Like a following of like 1K plus.
That's a really good question, bro. How many followers should you have, or how big should your following be, before you can start selling digital product? The answer is you can start right now, bro. I know there's a couple colleagues from my previous mentoring program, dude. They collectively, it's two people, right? Collectively have like 700 followers. Okay. One of them has like 450, one has like 250. Okay. Super small following, but they're making over 10 grand a month with their offer, which may sound ridiculous, right? But their conversion is optimized so high so that they're able to do that. Obviously, that's anomaly. Not everyone's going to be able to do that, but the answer is you don't have to have a certain amount of following in order to make money or even promote your offer, dude. You can promote your offer as soon as you can. As soon as you have a well-positioned offer that you think is going to convert well, you can do that as soon as possible, right? You can even have that product in your link when you start up your Instagram account. Like you can have it in your bio.
All right, thank you.
So that's not a problem, bro. All right. Any other questions? Let's see. Stop sharing. Boom. No more questions?
No, but like the last thing is, can you just like quickly check out my thing when you're free?
Yeah, dude. Definitely. Definitely go ahead and do that. Yeah, I appreciate the questions. Appreciate everything. All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Hope you learned something. I'm gonna just post this, I guess, in Level Up Bootcamp. This is kind of just for fun practice. I know we got four of you guys in here, four of us. Thanks for coming on, and I guess we'll see you. We're going to do another call in 2 weeks, so it's going to be
All right,
every
see you.
Friday at this same time, 8 a.m. PT. So, all right, guys. Hey, appreciate coming on, and we'll see you in the next video, in the next live stream, if you're watching live. All right, cheers, guys. Bye-bye.